Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Wrath of the Righteous with me, Bragaton. Let's continue pushing further into the Lost Chapel. The disgusting stench of rotten flesh fills the room. Human bodies are impaled on iron hooks hanging from the ceiling, like cattle in a slaughterhouse. Some of them are still, while others shift and moan. You hear a faint female voice whispering a prayer. Holy Iomade, deliver us. The voice coughs wetly. Deliver us from the darkness. By your hand. Commander Tirabade. The soldier's voice trembles. I don't want to. I don't want to die. You won't die, soldier. You won't die. They'll come for us. The commander is on his way. Pray with me. Come on. Holy Iomade. Don't leave us. Don't leave. The soldier's voice fades. Come on, can you hear me? Come on, speak. Speak. I. The soldier's hoarse voice grows louder, and then becomes a cracking sound of torn flesh. I'm hungry.
They will break against our resolve. Fiend!
Commander, Airbeth has been impaled on a metal hook and is barely breathing. Her lips move slowly, and blood pours from her mouth with her every word. You came. Cursing, Tila rushes to help Airbeth. With your help, Airbeth gets off the hook. She sways with a moan but remains standing. You suffered a great deal. You're lucky to be alive. I am alive. This boy is not. I've also been bitten. She lowers her head and you see a fresh bite on her neck. Praise the Inheritor. She protects me from infection. Otherwise, I'd be like him. A fate worse than death. Celestial shakes his head. How many more of our soldiers have been turned into this? How many have we failed to protect? What lies further ahead? Did you see anything? Stauntan Vhane, the fallen paladin of Dresden. He is here. With the demoness. It's a trap. Please, be careful. That waste of space is still alive. Back at the Great Garrison, I thought that eyeless beast only took him with her as a snack for the road. I'm not going to say that. Can you walk? Anavia's waiting at the foot of the hill. She'll help you. Yes, I'll get there. Thank you, Commander.
This was simple enough.
I'm
A
always
bright
ready.
future awaits us.
I must meet with the storyteller again. But first I need to determine my primary research aim. To ask for his assistance in examining the artifacts I've found, or to examine him as an artifact in himself. Whoa, you're still talking about a living being here, and an old-timer at that. You need to respect your elders. Oh, this doesn't happen very often.
I refuse to accept their statement.
They don't know how
Thanks,
fragile
Lamb.
they
A
are.
successful
If you need to.
I'm all done here.
Yeah, I probably count on one hand how many times I've been ambushed while camping in this game. Across almost 5 playthroughs.
I'm gone.
And I don't usually have someone spec'ing to stealth in the party. Woljif and I think Greyboar sometimes are the only two ever spec'ing to stealth.
It's time to act.
Mosi Travisi. On Adayana. Adayana.
No reason to pause.
Search for the beauty
Together
with your
we
heart.
stand.
I will lend you my aid.
Inimosi travisi. Agritio turino. Amrava gratior. Stagioni savitur. Stagioni savitur. Stagioni
Whatever comes next, we'll be
Are
ready.
we in trouble yet?
You require my unbiased opinion? Anything new?
The goddess protects us.
Hmm? Oh, yes, what?
So, there. No, air, orama. No, air, orama. No, air, orama. No, air, orama. Pa, air, riti. Pa, air, riti.
I'm always open to ideas.
We should move.
My will is resolute.
Rely on me.
I'm all ears.
Alright, we should be all set.
Up two, keep it up! Well, how do you like my soldiers? Oh, so much prettier than yours, aren't they? And my games, so much more fun!
The Flail of Ages. The ghouls march in the square before the bell tower to the tune of Nulkineth's cheerful laughter. You see living soldiers among them, wounded, frightened to death, struggling to march in step with the undead.
Darling, look who's here. It's the commander, come to return what he stole from you. It should have been you in command of this army, and these powers, they should have been yours.
You see two familiar figures on the bell tower. The fallen crusader Stauntan watches marching ghouls with grim disgust. Minagho takes him by the chin, her sharp claw leaving a scratch on his cheek, and turns his face to you.
Oh, darling, why so sad? Oh, please, sweetheart, say something. When you're like this, it makes me sad too. You don't want me to be sad, do you? Come on, smile. I did everything you wanted, even better than you wanted. The fools who humiliated you got what they deserved. Can you hear them scream? And now their commander will be torn to pieces along with them. Oh, it's sure to be a fine show. Just for the two of us. And we have the best seats in the house.
The sharp nails sink deeper into the dwarf's skin, and the demon's lips draw close to his face. He winces.
This is too much. They deserve death, and what happened in Canabris was fair punishment. But this depraved torture. Order your creature to finish them off, and we'll be done here.
Sweetie, don't tell me what to do. We were too soft on them, I think. Just remember the way they humiliated you. And for what? For your part in a heroic feat? And now they would take Dresden from you? Each of them deserves 100 deaths. The only thing unfair about this is that we can kill them only once. There now. Don't pout. Kiss me, my love, and let's enjoy the spectacle.
The clawed fingers release the dwarf's face and move lower, stroking his broad chest. A tongue resembling a fat crimson slug crawls out of Minagho's mouth and reaches out to Stauntan's face. The dwarf turns away. The demon's tongue leaves a moist trace of slime on his cheek.
Hey! Hey! What are you looking at? Look at me! I'm right here! Do I need to bite your soldiers' heads off for you to notice me? I can do it, you know.
Let's not worry about Minagho and Stauntan right now. We'll deal with the threat directly in front of us. I told you, Nulkineth. In me, you meet your death.
You? Who are are you, anyway? Got yourself a little more power than mortals usually have, and now you think you're equal to the gods? If you're equal to anything, it's my breakfast!
Hesitation shows in the monster's smirk. The monster looks at you, and for a moment you feel once more that there is no one here besides the two of you. You feel his power, the same power granted to you. You realize that a battle is coming, the likes of which you've never endured before. But your opponent will soon realize the same. You feel his power, and his fear. You feel his power, the same power granted to you. That's a little foreshadowing. A moment later, the monster strikes.
Yet another obstacle.
Everybody thinks that Iomedae gave us this power.
No glory without risk!
We just messed up Nulkineth. It's unbearable. The roars of Nulkineth, the hissing of the ghouls, the moans of the wounded and dying. All this melds into a terrifying cacophony, an agonizing song of the tormented world. This shouldn't be happening. This shouldn't be happening. This shouldn't be happening. It won't happen. Anger, pain, fear. All emotions subside. Boundless triumphant power rises from somewhere deep within you. Now you only feel resolution. A blinding flash illuminates the battlefield, lighting up the ghouls with their bared teeth. Rage and terror flash on the demon's twisted muzzle, and the despair on the people's faces gives way to confidence in the coming victory. By the power of Grayskull!
The light, take you!
You've crossed the wrong line.
Minagho! Minagho! What is this? How could this be? You deceived me, you wretch! You promised I'd become...
Love the soundtrack that's playing. The dying monster at your feet raises its snout to the ugly sky of the world wound.
How? This shouldn't have... Why? Stauntan, what is this? What should we do?
The demon yelps and covers her mouth with her hand. She grabs her companion by the shoulders and yells.
I can't do anything with these sores. It's no use. Darling, please do something.
The call symbols appear on her face, and they flush red like bloody ulcers.
Calm down. I said quiet. First, just get us out of here. Then we'll decide what to do.
The dwarf gives her a sharp slap on the cheek.
Right. Let's
They
fly
mean her
away
face.
quickly.
Holding Stauntan close to herself, Minagho disappears. Nulkineth lets out a long grunt and freezes at your feet, like a dirty heap of bloody fur. It grows quiet. No roaring or shrieking of monsters, no moaning of the wounded, no clamor of weapons. The dawn rises over the desecrated chapel.
The torturer is no more. But what happened before he died? It looked like what I heard happened at the Grey Garrison. A flash of power and a change. I've never seen anything like it in my life. There was a frightening beauty to it.
I need a mattress, preferably a magical one, so it will fly along wherever I go, and be ready if you start shaking again. It's no fun getting thrown to the rocks.
I'll be damned. That power again. It's so strange. It doesn't seem like Iomedae's intervention. The gods rarely interfere in mortal affairs, and never twice in a row.
That preposterous unscientific power again. Sooner or later, I will research it, categorize, and describe its effects. Or else I'm not Nenio, the greatest scientist on Galarion.
Yes!
Ulbrich's eyes are agleam, and his cheeks are flushed as if from a night's carousing. Raising his bloody fist to the sky, Big Man greets the rising sun with ebullient laughter. Sure. Yes, the power has come to me again. This is a sign that we are on the right path. The rays of the rising sun light up the gruesome battlefield where once again you felt a strange surge of power. The road awaits. No, not yet. Alright, Cloak of Resistance +2. Sure. We'll give her Constitution. Oh, we got the Flail of False Hope. Whenever the wielder this +2 Mithril Flail confirms a critical hit with it, it restores 1d6 hit points to the wielder. It can be wielded only by Chaotic Evil, Chaotic Neutral, or Neutral Evil characters. And we got a new Mythic rank. So level 2 we get Heaven's Breath. On the second Mythic rank, Mythic characters that draw their power from good become closer to angels, getting resist acid 20, resist cold 20, and an immunity to petrification. The only enemies that utilize petrification, I think, are the Retrievers. There could be enemies in the Midnight Isles DLC. Hard to kill. You won't die until your total number of negative hit points becomes equal to or greater than double your Constitution score. We get a Mythic Feat, and Summon Spirit Paladin. This ability summons a Spirit Paladin for 1 minute. Summon monsters appear where you designate and act according to their initiative check results. They attack your opponents to the best of their ability. So probably Power Attack Mythic. I do like Destructive Shockwave as well. Flawless Attacks is pretty good, as is Weapon Focus, of course. Yeah, we'll do a Power Attack Mythic. Your attacks are truly devastating. Benefit. When you use Power Attack, you gain a +3 bonus on melee damage rolls instead of +2. When your base attack bonus reaches +4 and every 4 points thereafter, the amount of bonus damage increases by +3 instead of +2. This bonus of damage is increased to +5 if you make an attack with a 2-handed weapon, which we are, a 1-handed weapon using 2 hands, or a primary natural weapon that adds 1.5 times your strength modifier on damage rolls. Alright, Sela. So I mentioned earlier they added some ways to stack DR. This is one of the ways. I think we'll do this though. So Mythic Armor Focus, Heavy Armor Avoidance. While wearing Heavy Armor, you add half your Strength bonus to your Armor class instead of your Dexterity bonus. This bonus is not limited by the maximum Dexterity bonus allowed by your armor. So I'm going to grab an extra Mythic ability and go with Impossible Domain. You feel a closer connection to your deity you serve. Benefit, you gain 1 more domain, ignoring all domain prerequisites. This ability can only be taken by a Cleric, Inquisitor, or a Hunter with the Divine Hunter archetype. So I'm going to go with, where's it at? a community domain. So not only is it's a pretty meta choice because Guarded Hearth is pretty good. They actually nerfed it at one point and changed the bonus type. But I think it also fits Social because he's constantly talking about his home, his hearth, and where he wants to go back and work at the vineyard after the war is done. So I do think he should have started with community domain to begin with. It's probably the most fitting out of all of these. Because it's not a beauty domain, which would be even more fitting. Or an art domain. So anyway, for a community domain, I feel like I jumbled my words there. Your touch can heal wounds, and your presence instills unity and strengthens emotional bonds. So Calming Touch, you touch a creature as a standard action to heal it of 1d6 points of damage plus 1 point per level in the class that gave you access to this domain. This touch also removes the fatigued, shaken, and sickened conditions, but has no effect on more severe conditions. You can use this ability a number of times per day equal to 3 plus your wisdom modifier. And Guarded Hearth. At 8th level, you can create a ward that protects a specified area. Creating this ward is a full round action. All friendly creatures in the area receive a resistance bonus equal to your wisdom modifier in all saving throws, and an equal competence bonus on attack rolls while inside the warded area. The ward lasts for 1 hour per level in the class that gave you access to this domain. You can use this ability once per day. And the domain spells are Bless, Protection from Alignment, Communal, Prayer, Protection from Energy Communal, Burst of Glory, Stone Skin Communal, Restoration Greater, Legendary Proportions, and Mass Heal. Obrig, we need to give you an ability. I'm not seeing it. I thought there was a mythic feat. Oh, here it is. Yeah, Master Shapeshifter. I saw this, but I thought it was only the first effect. I thought there was another one that gave that second effect. So you learn to use any shapes to the utmost. Benefit, whenever you become the target of a polymorph effect, which is his major griffin form, all the physical ability scores adjustments are modified by +4. Additionally, if you have the wild shape ability, you can use it any number of times per day.
Whatever comes next.
So now you can do this
we'll be ready.
Infinite amount of times. Which makes micromanaging him a lot easier. Alright, and for land, we'll do Deadly Aim Mythic. When your shots hit the target, they do truly devastating damage. Benefit. When you use Deadly Aim, you get a +3 bonus on range damage rolls instead of +2. When your base attack bonus reaches +4, and every +4 thereafter, the bonus on range damage rolls increases by +3 rather than +2. Basically the equivalent to Power Attack Mythic. Anenio, Spell Penetration Mythic. Your Mythic Magical Power breaches your enemy's defenses. Benefit. Add half your Mythic rank to caster level checks to overcome spell resistance. If you have greater spell penetration, add your full Mythic rank instead. Pretty good.
We do it my way.
So my first playthrough, I really felt like I missed something over here, and I spent a long time trying to find out how to get over there. There's nothing over there. Then my gut was right, and I did miss something. That's because I didn't gain access to Zacharias' dungeon. The corruption of the Abyss recedes in the face of the cleansed relic's sanctified power. And I want to go down this way. We do need a rest and buff up before I find myself in trouble.
Hmm? Yeah?
Final check. Knee pads in place. Pillow in case of spontaneous collapse in place. Chronometer in place and running. I hereby commence the experiment. Today we will learn if members of my race are capable of sleeping standing up.
Again, man.
Did we find trouble? No, they did. Fall!
This was simple enough.
I'm rather proud of this one.
No.
Oops. There we go.
Travisi. Ona Adayana. Ona Adayana.
A bright future awaits us.
There's beauty hidden in the darkest of places. Too bad no one can see it there.
Minimosi Travisi. Patricium Turinos. Amrata Gratior. Johnny Savitur! Johnny Savitur! Johnny Savitur!
Meditate on your mistakes and make you feel
I'm ready to move out.
Yes, Axa. Yes. Na air orma. Na air orma. Na air orma. Na air orma. Ba air riti. An so down. Ba air riti.
I'm off. I do what I must.
No reason to
Hey, what's going on,
pause.
fellas?
Search for the beauty with your heart, not your eyes.
Weapons, spells, poisons. The art of killing is so
You
diverse
won't
these
survive
days.
me.
Let's prove their logic is lacking. You're irrelevant.
Did you see that?
Good job, Lan. 60 damage. And 65 damage. So there are a ton of like mini bosses down in this I guess valley around the mountain.
I will bring down the divine wrath!
That was the first one. Got an Amulet of Mighty Fist +2. We'll give that to Olbrich, who we have to take out of his form to change equipment on, which I find to be a little annoying. And we also got the Blaze of Disaster Quarterstaff. This +1 Flaming Quarterstaff grants the wielder an ability to cast Fireball spell 3 times per day as an 8th level wizard.
Did the world just forget me?
I'm gone.
No time for debates.
Into the fray!
Eternal Rose, I call upon you. Endure this.
Don't hold back!
I will lend you my aid.
We do it my way.
So we can ascend here. So it used to be, there's a cave down along this, the bottom part of this map. And up here you can see the cave entrance. And if you angled the camera right and clicked on the enter icon, you could sequence skip all of it and just enter the cave from above.
My skills are absolute.
But I think they fixed that.
Let's prove their logic is lacking.
Alright, Sela, you go out this way. Well, hold on. Everybody target that except for Sela, you go over here. Oh, they walked right past Sela. Okay, well.
You should have listened to reason.
It was a good plan.
Strike!
The goddess protects us.
It was a good plan until it wasn't.
Follow if you dare.
Alright, back to the main path. We'll head back down.
I'm off.
Together, we stand.
My will is resolute.
I am never wrong.
Doubt is the heart's greatest
You require
challenge.
my unbiased opinion.
This will be quick.
Cool. We saw the -2 strength for my Earthbreaker my Paladin has equipped. I haven't seen that. What is that?
I do what I must.
Anyway, I haven't seen that effect trigger in a little while.
Ah, a test of my abilities.
Fall!
Alright, gotta be a little careful. I don't want to trigger the incubi over there.
Make every strike count.
Oh, well, they already did anyway.
This will hurt.
Alright, so here, let's go ahead and activate Protection from Evil Communal so they can't nominate anybody.
Into the fray!
Get back here. Gotta be careful, there's more enemies, so they'll, if we chase them, we'll aggro more groups. Oh, we got a small sexton. A sexton engraved with a butterfly, the symbol of Desna. If you listen closely, you could just make out a melody coming from it.
I'm gone.
I actually want to backtrack.
We will win this war.
The world has suffered enough.
I'll take care of it.
Huh? Oh, yes, what? Mind over muscle.
Are we in trouble?
Their
yet?
life ends here.
You're irrelevant. You should have listened to reason.
No glory without risk.
We do it my way.
Rely on me.
I'm always ready.
Search for the beauty with your heart, not your eyes.
A goat, a lizard, and a human enter a tavern. What'll it be, Lan? The bartender asks.
Anything new?
This will be quick. Strike!
I will bring down the divine wrath!
Flesh wound. You've crossed the wrong.
Just calm it down over there, buddy.
I will lend you my aid. The goddess protects us.
Magritio, Turinos.
Follow if you dare.
A bright future awaits us.
Right. Should be fixed up. Why is she still walking around?
I'm off.
No time for debates.
Alright, we'll just go get him.
You should have run! This will hurt! I am your end!
You're irrelevant.
Man, my paladins put in work. Oh, we got a Hammer of Obstinacy. There's also an altar here, Desna's altar. It's got a map of unknown lands in it. A map of unknown lands. On one corner is a butterfly, the symbol of Desna. If you listen closely, you can just make out a melody coming from it. So we're going to take that. We'll come back to this later. We found that sexton as well that had a melody coming from it.
I do what I must.
There's 2 more items we need to find. We have a little puzzle to do. And because we unlocked the Azada Mythic Path, we can actually get a companion earlier than we normally would with this this puzzle here. We don't get her here, but we get her in Dresden versus Act 3. Oh yeah, I'll look at this hammer real quick. Each time this +2 Warhammer lands a hit, the enemy must pass a reflex saving throw DC 15 or suffer additional 1d8 piercing damage. Look back around here. Now wrap up the episode, and next time we'll finish clearing out the Lost Chapel area and proceed. We have a couple difficult fights left in this area. Just the 2, really.
Let me help.
Alright, I'm gonna call it here. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next one.